When most people picture a forest, they imagine tall trees and rustling leaves, but few realize there's an invisible information superhighway beneath their feet. Dr. Evans, could you explain what scientists mean by the Wood Wide Web and how it actually works?
Absolutely. The Wood Wide Web refers to the underground network formed by tree roots and mycorrhizal fungi. These fungal threads act like fiber optic cables, connecting tree roots across vast distances and facilitating the transfer of water, nutrients, and chemical messages. It's essentially nature's version of the internet.
That's fascinating. Is there evidence showing that trees use this network to actively communicate, not just passively share resources?
Yes, multiple experiments confirm this. For example, when one tree is attacked by pests, it sends chemical distress signals through the fungal network. Neighboring trees receive these signals and start producing defensive compounds even before the threat reaches them. It's proactive defense, not just resource sharing.
So, we're talking about a real-time warning system. Are these networks limited to a single species, or do different types of trees communicate as well?
Great question. The networks are often interspecies, connecting various tree types and even understory plants. This diversity enhances the resilience of the forest, allowing information and nutrients to flow where they're most needed, much like a bustling, interconnected city.
Now that we understand how trees communicate, let's delve into the concept of mother trees. Dr. Evans, could you elaborate on their role within forest communities?
Certainly. Mother trees are typically the largest and oldest individuals in a forest. They serve as central hubs, maintaining more connections with other trees than average. These trees distribute nutrients, particularly to their own offspring, ensuring the survival of young saplings in shaded or nutrient-poor areas.
That almost sounds like familial care. Is there any evidence that mother trees can recognize their own kin?
Yes, indeed. Studies led by Dr. Suzanne Simard have demonstrated that mother trees allocate more resources to genetically related saplings. It's as if these trees can distinguish their biological family, favoring them in times of scarcity, a behavior reminiscent of animal parental investment.
And when these mother trees die, do they continue to influence the network?
They do. As they decline, mother trees often release their remaining nutrients into the network, benefiting the next generation. This final act strengthens the ecosystem's resilience, much like a retiring leader passing on vital knowledge to successors.
Shifting focus, recent research suggests trees have distinct personalities, influencing how they interact with their neighbors. Dr. Evans, can you shed light on what these personalities look like in practice?
Certainly. Just as with humans, some trees are more cooperative, generously sharing resources, while others behave more selfishly, hoarding nutrients. Some are risk takers, growing rapidly to capture sunlight but risking damage in harsh conditions, whereas others adopt a conservative, slow-growth strategy for long-term survival.
That's a vivid analogy. How does this diversity of strategies benefit the forest as a whole, especially under changing environmental pressures?
Diversity in tree personalities acts as an insurance policy for forests. In favorable years, fast growers dominate and spread their genes. During droughts or pest outbreaks, slow-growing, resilient individuals are more likely to survive and sustain the ecosystem. This mix enhances overall forest stability.
Are there practical examples of researchers observing these differences in the field?
Absolutely. Foresters have observed adjacent trees of the same species, displaying contrasting growth patterns and responses to stress, much like siblings reacting differently to the same situation. These nuanced differences are crucial for adaptive success.
Let's transition to the broader impact of trees beyond forest boundaries. Trees are hailed as key players in combating climate change. Dr. Evans, can you quantify their contributions and explain their role in urban environments?
Certainly. A mature tree absorbs around 48 pounds of CO2 annually, and the world's forests collectively store billions of tons of carbon. The Amazon alone holds about 10% of the world's forest carbon stock. In cities, trees also filter pollutants, lower temperatures via shade and transpiration, and reduce energy costs. One large tree can have the cooling effect of several air conditioners.
That's impressive. Urban trees seem to face additional challenges compared to their forest counterparts. How do they continue to provide benefits despite these obstacles?
Urban trees endure harsher conditions, compacted soils, pollution, and limited root space. Yet they significantly improve air quality. Studies show up to 27% reduction in urban air pollutants. They also curb flooding by absorbing runoff and foster psychological well-being. Hospital patients with a tree view recover faster, and green neighborhoods report lower crime rates.
Given these benefits, what practical steps can individuals and communities take to support urban and forest trees?
Protecting mature forests is pivotal, as their networks can't be instantly replaced by young trees. In cities, supporting urban forestry, planting diverse species, and avoiding damage to roots during construction all help. Globally, choosing products that don't contribute to deforestation and supporting conservation groups are effective actions.
As we look ahead, there's a growing movement to learn from trees' cooperative strategies. Dr. Evans, how might understanding tree communication reshape our relationship with nature and even influence human society?
Trees exemplify mutual aid networks that prioritize collective resilience over individual gain. By studying their communication, scientists are exploring ways to design more robust human networks, from urban planning to disaster response. Some even experiment with listening in on tree signals to monitor forest health in real time.
That's a compelling vision. Do you see technology enabling us to integrate with these natural systems, perhaps allowing more direct communication or intervention?
Indeed, bioacoustic sensors and chemical monitors are advancing rapidly. Imagine city planners receiving early warnings from urban trees about air quality or drought stress. Such innovations could bridge the gap between human and natural infrastructure, making cities more adaptive and resilient.
In closing, what's the single most important message you hope listeners take away about trees and their hidden superpowers?
I'd emphasize that trees are not just passive scenery, they're active participants in sustaining life on Earth. Protecting them means preserving vital communication networks and the lessons they offer about cooperation, resilience, and our shared future.